That's bad.
What you're about to see is unacceptable, unholy, and inhumane. And its very existence makes me question whether or not there is a higher power. Because if there is, how could they allow this to happen? That's right, we're talking about Jack's motor here. So, obviously, Pop's got the motor all torn out of the truck. It came apart pretty quickly, pretty easily. I take a lot of pride in that fact. And here you can see the jigsaw puzzle that we got going on here. Let's look at some of the lifters. Those all look pretty good. All the rollers seem good. Valve train, no problem. I pulled apart the oil pump, and that looked good. There's a little bit of metal in it. There's a little bit of real fine metal in it, but that wasn't a big deal. All the rod bearings were brand new. I had just put those in it. This whole time, I was thinking, man, I must have screwed something up when I put this motor back together. There's just no other explanation. I tore it apart, I put new rod bearings in it, put new head gaskets in it, did all that stuff. I had to have screwed something up. Nothing else really made sense. So Pop started tearing the motor apart, and we found a couple little oddities. So first off, quick glance, all the main bearings look fine. The cam came out totally untouched, which is a huge sigh of relief, but we did find something a little weird with it. So here's the crankshaft, here's the back. This is where the flex plate bolts. Here's for the 7 and 8 rods. Those look totally fine. Here's 5 and 6, totally fine. You can see the mains, no problem there. That main's good. Uh-oh, 3 and 4. What's going on there? That is scorched. Absolutely devastated. That looks like a California wildfire. Back to this main, that looks fine. Uh-oh, 1 and 2. Again, absolute tragedy. Huh. And then we get up here to the main, that looks totally fine. So, Now, like I said, I've been blaming myself this whole time because I put it together. I feel like if I had screwed something up, I did the same thing for all the rods. Why are 5, 6, 7, 8 totally fine, and 1 through 4 absolutely devastated? Kind of makes me think that there's an oiling issue. So yeah, here's those front bearings that came out of it. Totally chewed up. Don't know how well you guys can see. But on the bright side, the block looks totally fine.
Yeah.
So, like I said, block looks totally fine. Pistons and rods seem fine. Where are the other? Oh, okay, they're all there. Here's the pan.
Yeah, I tried cleaning the hell out of that, but man, you stick your finger down in there behind those plates and it's packed with it.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
I'm gonna take that into it and see if there's a way they can clean that.
Yeah, they should be able to. So yeah, you should.
When I talked to him, he said all we do is high pressure wash them. With what? I mean, you take it outside and stick a pressure washer on it or what? I thought you guys dunked them in a thing.
Yeah, I would think so too. Did pull out the oil diverter to check that out. That actually seems totally fine. Looks like it was sealed all the way around, so I don't think oil was just blowing past that. What we're kind of thinking right now is just clogged oil passages restricting the oil up to the bearings. So we're gonna load up the block, load up the oil pan. Might take the windage tray too, just to.
Well, that we can clean off the brake clean.
Yeah. take the pickup. We'll take the pickup tube though. Take those in, get them all hot tanked. There was a O-ring on this, right? There should have been either a blue.
Yeah.
I think a blue one on
It's
it.
a green one.
Green.
Matter of fact, I tossed it up here someplace.
I hope so.
If not, I got them.
Well, I just want to make sure that I did remember to put one on.
Nope, I did find that in there.
Okay.
It's up here somewhere. It's around. Should be down one of these.
Might be in the block or in the.
No, I popped it out.
Would have been in the oil pump anyway.
Cause you had the oil pump over here.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, right there, orange.
Okay. I was gonna say I thought it was blue or orange. Anyway, yeah. Here's the motor that we're gonna put in it. This is the one that I was going to put in the RX-7, but I think what we're gonna do is get this thing together. Once we get the oil pan and pickup and everything cleaned, we'll slap that on it.
Just gotta tighten these ones up here.
Yeah, those I usually just take to hand tight with a ratchet. Then we'll get that in the truck. Once that block's done getting cleaned, I'll probably pull the engine out of the RX-7 and then put this motor together and put that one back in it. Did you already hand tighten them?
No, I snugged them down with air gun on the lowest thing that I put the plastic caps on.
Oh. I was gonna say, I didn't think that thing would have the balls to do it. How'd the cylinder clean up? Sweet.
Beautiful.
I thought it would when I was popping that stuff off.
Yeah, I ran it with the paddle one first. And once it got down there a ways, then I went to the bead one. Ran that for a little bit. Till it was knocked out pretty good. I put some oil in it and then some of the that assembly lube in there to stick to it a little bit better, to grind it down or to clean it down, because I didn't want to just do it dry.
Yeah, I'll usually use like PB Blaster WD-40, but I know a lot of people.
I'm out of both of them.
I know a lot of people who like to use a 50-50 mix of ATF and diesel.
Huh.
Yeah, and this one, this was a running motor, so we didn't even touch the bottom end. Didn't touch the bearings, didn't gap the rings. I know a lot of people are going to freak out about that, but didn't want to touch it. It was running, no issues. So we're going to try our hand at a GM spec block. Which honestly, that's how the RX-7 was last year on the 9.5 pass. Totally. I think the oil pan tipped over. I think I had. Anyway, yeah, when the RX-7 went 9s, I never opened up that bottom end. I just had the heads off to put springs in it. I'm gonna pull the oil sensor and cam and crank sensor out of this.
Yeah, I thought about putting them in this one.
Thought about swapping the oil pressure sensor, just because we know that one was working, but Oh well.
Gee, we get to hook up the knock sensor, seems how I got something to plug it into.
Could. I usually just cut those things.
No.
They don't give you nothing but bad news.
Oh, well, fuck, I get enough of that shit.
Oh yeah, and looking at the head gaskets and the heads and block surface, the thing was sealed up great. There wasn't any leaks or anything like that.
He's on.
Did you ever have the plugs out yet?
No.
Little mean. Super safe timing, Mark.
Oh man, I could have used my little 1-inch torque thing to find out what these were.
Yeah, it was about the same.
Before I use these, I'm gonna wash them all out.
Yeah, might as well.
That's why I've been trying to use all the engine parts that came with this one. I even washed the damn heads last night. Just to make sure nothing was in it.
Yeah, we'll hose it off or something.
I used cans of brake clean last night.
Yeah.
Alright, we gotta pull them two sensors out. Like 7/8. No bigger than that.
Yeah, at my place I have the socket for that because it's a stupid design. Oh, maybe able to get one of those on it.
You what?
Maybe able to get one of those on it.
I'm trying to decide what size it'd be.
13/16.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. And I also need a 10 for the cam and crank. Almost. I had a thought last night about how to make a old school big block run off the Holley Terminator to have the Holley control it all.
Yeah.
I can, on the valve covers, weld the tabs to mount the coil packs, and then for the distributor, get a dual sync one for the cam and crank signal. And then instead of putting a carb on it, I have that elbow to go to a throttle body.
Yeah.
And then I could still have the Holley control the 4L80. I thought that'd be cool.
I was watching something last night. Not sure what the hell I was watching. But the guy had an LS motor. Well, let's just get one out of the way.
Yeah, we can
But
stop.
he was having problems with his spark plug wires and everything. He took his coil packs out and made a mount so they're sitting below it, and then
Yeah.
just little short ones up to it.
Yeah, I thought about mounting ours on the firewall.
And it's like, all you done was, the wires made it all the way.
Actually, just yesterday or the day before, I saw that ICT Billet has a, if you use a motor plate, they have a bracket to mount the coil packs down here where
Yeah.
the motor mount goes. Yeah, kind of a butthole sometimes.
How about your daddy? There you go.
Oh. Just in time.
Got some metal shavings on that too.
Couple.
That's what I hate about this. When I use this, I keep hitting the thing. Keep breaking or blocking it or wanting to go the other way.
Well, that just seems like user error.
What?
That just seems like user error.
Well, it is.
Surprised you're not using the gun.
So am I.
It's not like you.
I know it. Cramp my style.
Yeah.
That and a pair of channel locks.
Oh, channel locks I can. Oh, it's been a minute, huh?
That and that electric. Yeah.
With the drill?
Yeah. I was talking to somebody that was stayed out there at Yutzi's. That
For that DeWalt trailer?
yep. That little one, because I seen them out there and we are talking about it. $210 that little fucker went for.
You can
The
buy
one with double was $260. They're cheaper than that fucking new.
Yeah, brand new. It was 99 bucks on Amazon.
The bandsaw went for over 200.
I don't know how much those cost new. But I know
I think I seen them for like 149.
probably.
I thought, fuck, I'm glad I didn't stay there another 2 hours. Which was almost what it was, almost another 2 hours.
That's psychotic.
It's like, it started at 9 o'clock and they finally got to that trailer around 2 or 3. No, 'cause I left at 2. At about 4 o'clock.
Absolute psychopaths.
But yeah, I wanted one of them, but God, every time I turned around, somebody'd open the bag up and the batteries are gone. They moved it to something else. I put the batteries back in there and it's like, fuckers, I'm not gonna lose them.
Yeah.
Buy the motherfucker and there ain't nothing in it. Oh, I'd be pissed.
I was really pissed when the lawnmower started running like crap. Started smoking.
You did get it running good?
Yeah, it runs fine now.
Oh, okay. Oh, because of that rod?
Yeah, both push rods on the one side were just sitting there.
Yeah.
So it was only running on one cylinder. So that's why when you turn the blades on, it would just try to
Yeah,
stall
it
out.
killed it.
Yeah. Yeah, I fired it up, I think yesterday, turned the blades on, and it was totally fine.
Good.
So I'm hoping it stays fine. Man, Brandon's car on motor was moving pretty good the other night.
Oh. Yeah, I was curious how that all went.
Yeah, it was rolling pretty good. I told him it looked like the mile an hour because it was spinning like the first 100 feet, hazing the tires. But it looked like the mile an hour was like 1 teens.
Take that fucker off so it gets clean in there.
That's the oil diverter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it with it? It keeps it from all shooting out here, right?
Yeah, what that does, because the pickup's in the front, and then it sends the oil back through this passage, and then that,
Stops it.
yeah, it goes in through there, and it blocks this passage off so that it has to go through the oil filter, and then back up this hole, and then, so it's like the oil comes through here, and then that stops it, and it goes around, and then back through here, up through all the passages to the lifters and shit. To the lifters and crank. So yeah, this is what I thought our issue was initially, was that this thing was worn out and it was blowing past this.
Mine didn't come back with these.
Oh.
I'm learning. Well, it must have gotten blown up or something in the wash. Well, why didn't you look in there and get it and bring them back?
Why didn't you put them back in? Yeah, I've always had to smack those out.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if we wanted to smack them out or leave them in there. It's,
Probably just leave them in there.
yeah.
The crank sensors on this side.
What's that?
What?
Look, that's half inch.
Oh, I thought it was...
I thought it was 10 10. Spice on the table.
I don't see it. It's probably, yeah, right here in front of me. I got it.
Fuck. Oh, shit.
Baba.
Should we throw the caps on?
Probably. All right, now we're gonna get everything loaded up and take it over to Dowker's in Charlotte. Get everything hot tanked. All right, got that loaded up in the shop van. Yeah, like he was just saying, basically once the pan's clean, we can get this all back in the truck and it's ready to go again.
I figured out on the power steering pump,
Yeah?
there's 2 washers in there. There's a little one that sets down in that the thing pushes down onto, then the one around the top part. So I put both of them in there, stuck the small one way down, put the big one on, then that black gasket maker,
Oh yeah.
packed it around the thing, and then when I pushed it in, it oozed it out. Maybe what I hope we didn't, or you didn't throw away the box that all that shit came in.
That what came in?
The power steering pump. Oh wait.
I never,
Set the box back with yeah, okay.
with the core or whatever.
Yeah, 'cause I might end up taking it back if I can get that to work. 'Cause, look, that's $70.
Yeah.
So,
All right, let's hit the road. All right, just got back from the machine shop. They're said it'll be about a week. They're gonna flush everything out like 2-3 times to make sure that there's nothing in it. We told them to focus on the oil pan first because that's the last thing we need to get this truck all back together. The other engine isn't. I mean, I'd like to have the RX-7 back together, but right now I kind of just want to focus on the truck. I don't know. I might fix the RX-7 and then put it up for sale so I can just focus on the 55 and the Fiero. I know a lot of you guys don't care about the Fiero, but I kind of do. So we'll see. I think now we're just gonna head to AutoZone and get a couple things. But aside from that, we'll probably end the video here. Just a lot of errand running and some other miscellaneous little stuff going on now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, clicking that bell. I'll see you in the next one.